called Mary.
Can I seriously tap on this? I feel bad.
Tap away.
Yeah?
Not that hard. You're breaking your mind.
I just started tapping lighter. Did you feel that?
Mary came to Mary's door, and Mary knew well what for. One was his mother, one the wife that he adored. Mary came to Mary's door, with tears brimming in her eyes. She came with the news the world despised. Mary came to Mary's door. She said, I'm whispering your name in the streets tonight. Forgive me if I'm not feeling right. I feel as though I'm ripped apart inside. I've been living in the space between the lies. One is a mother, one is a wife. Why do you cry, Mary? Why do you cry, still, Mary? Oh. Mary spoke of what she saw. She held a secret deep inside. She knew she had a baby girl clinging to her spine. So Mary fell to Mary's floor to mourn the heart they both adored. She told her grandmother to her child, her son had died. Want to die, want to be born. I'm whispering your name in the streets tonight. Forgive me if I'm not feeling right. I feel as though I'm ripped apart inside. I'm living in the space between the lies. One is a mother, one is a wife. Why do you cry, Mary? Why do you cry, still, oh Mary? Why do you cry, Mary? Why do you cry, still, oh Mary? Mary spoke at Mary's door. The thunder clapped, the wind did roar. As they began to cry, the rain began to pour. Mary, don't weep forevermore.
Thank you, guys.
Ooh.
Well, we can see that we're in a similar tribe where inclusion and lifting each other up is what it's all about. Wait, G, what is it? G greater than your GTY. Okay, good.
He'll get it eventually.
Well,
Michael.
that's what makes us do what we do, and so every opportunity to include, we do. And the next singer and guest, which is such an honor to involve, Sandra Joseph, get on up here. Now we'll keep this brief, but Sandra Joseph, we met at TLC, and Sandra came up to us and said, I love your music. And we went, we haven't played yet.
You're kidding me, really?
We haven't played yet. She went, no, I know your music. I know this song. And we didn't believe her, really. I don't think.
Yes.
Not everybody knows who she is.
Oh, for those of you who don't know who I am, I'm a theater geek, and I have this operatic soprano voice, so this is my rock and roll fantasy.
She's
right
letting
here.
it all hang out on this song. So Sandra said this song was something I've been listening to. I can't remember exactly.
I remember.
Maybe you have time. Sorry.
Go, please.
Go.
I want to dedicate it to the loving memory of your father.
Thank you.
Because I know you would run and jog and listen to the
Well,
song.
walk.
Right?
I would walk.
Okay, walk. And would you say his name so that we can call him in?
Thank you so much. So when Steve Farber mentioned, I met these guys and I love to play with them and they're called the Kin, I was like, oh yeah, Take in the Sunlight. And he was like, I guess. I'm like, you know a song and you assume everybody knows that song? Well, I used to listen to, I discovered the song because it was in a movie. What's the name of the movie?
Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead.
Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead documentary. Any of you see that movie? This song plays during the credits, and I was like, what are those lyrics? This is like a spiritual, stunning song. So I found out who sang it, I downloaded it, and I used to put it on my headphones after my father passed and walk in the woods and look up through the trees. You know how when you're in the woods and the sunlight is streaming in through the trees and it's just so beautiful, and I would play this song like obsessively over and over and over again, and I assumed that it was a band with like a lead singer who was kind of like, I don't know, older and heavy set and like what, and then I met these guys. I was like, oh, okay, well, let's take in the sunlight, shall we?
The same day we met, we said, well, why don't you get up and sing it with us, which Sandra did. And so we're doing it again tonight. We don't know it very well, so this is, hold us up here. Here we go. Oh, okay, baby.
I always chose to play with fire. I never tell until now my heart's desire. Wait up to the line and reach up to the other side, and it's me I find. You can never feel the same as we hold up our hearts tonight, and it's me I find. Waste no time, my time has come, and it seems not what I know or what I do can take me higher, higher. Wait up to the line and reach out to the other side, and it's me I find. As we hold up our hearts tonight, and it's me I find. Ooh, one's learning, one's journey. You take hunger, get stronger. You climb higher, you get high. We take in the sunlight. One's journey, one's learning. You take hunger, you get stronger. You climb higher. You take sunlight, one's journey. You take hunger, you climb high, you get high. You take in the sunlight. Wait up to the line and reach out to the other side, and it's me I find. It will never feel the same as me I find. It's me I find.
It's me I find.
It's me I find. It's me I find. Ooh, yeah. It's me I find.
It's me I find.
It's me I find. It's me I find. One more time. It's me I find.
It's me I find.
It's me I find. It's me I find. Sandra Joseph.
We did it.
We did it. Thank you so much.
That was fun. It's fun singing unison with your
Yeah.
voice. Oh yeah.
It's a treat and a half. Well, one of the jam sessions that we've had until 3 in the morning was with Steve Farber. We wrote this song, Farber.
Fabsy. Mate. Well,
Yeah,
it's
so-
all our pleasure to say, hey, Steve, can you join us on this song? And this song came to us. We have no idea how we wrote so many Bible story songs coming from a hippie family, but they came through us.
Go figure.
And this song is about two brothers that have fought for thousands of years. And in the midst of one of the crises in the Gaza Strip, we simply asked ourselves, why are two brothers from the same father, Abraham, fighting for this many years? And we're brothers, maybe we should ask the question. So we just wanted to write a song that addressed that, and it came through us. And it might be one of the songs that people ask us to do the most. And Steve Farber is one of those people that says, can you play that song?
One of my all-time favorite songs.
Thank you.
This is called Abraham with the very special, talented Steve Farber.
Let's start with a solo, shall we? There's a tale told by sailors of two sons and their father as they sailed to old Palestine. True were these brothers, they sailed to bury their father. They would fight for Jerusalem. You will be meek when I am able. You'll be the salt upon the table. But when all is said and done, could you somehow be sons of Abraham? I was told by a stranger, a young blood thrown to the desert, he united a people with his hands. In the way to the crescent, he fed the lion to the pheasant. He would stride to the spring of Zamzam. And you will be meek when I am able, but you'll be the salt upon the table. When all is said and done, could you somehow be sons of Abraham? You will be meek when I am able, and you'll be the salt upon the table. But when all is said and done, could you somehow be sons of Abraham? There's a tale told by soldiers, the young blood taken to slaughter. He was saved by his father's hand. Oh, he was prized and protected. Prince was he elected. He was to save the wolves with the lamb. You will be meek when I am able. You'll be the salt upon the table. When all is said and done, could you somehow be sons of Abraham? You will be meek when I am able. That you'll be the salt upon the table. But when all is said and done, could you somehow be sons of Abraham? That you will be meek when I am able. And you'll be the salt upon the table. But when all is said and done, could you somehow be so of Abraham?
Steve Farber on the guitar. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So, was I hallucinating, or is that not an incredibly beautiful song? Isn't it? Of course, both may be true. I may be hallucinating, and it's a great. Thank you again for being here. We kind of sprung this on you. We invited you to a party, and you got a concert. Probably because if we said we were giving a concert, if I said I was giving a concert, you wouldn't have shown up. But here you are. So here's the story behind what we're doing tonight, and it's an interesting one. I started writing music when I was very young, and when I was in my 20s. Let's see, how old am I now? Yeah, so that was, yeah. Yeah, that's right, thank you. I started writing songs back then, and I knew I was gonna grow up to be a songwriter and a musician and all that, because, a lot of people that age knew they were gonna do that. And so I have some songs that I'd written all these years ago that I played over the years, but they never really kind of had that finality to them. I mean, some of them I recorded years and years ago on, do you remember this thing called, this might have been before your guys' time. It was called a cassette. Do you remember those? So we recorded some songs on cassette and all that. It was nice, and, like in a dorm room with a couple of microphones. And so when I had the chance to meet these guys, and we kind of, you'll understand me when I say this, when we fell in love. We fell in love. I got up the nerve to play them some of these songs, and they were incredibly encouraging to me, and said, we really need to capture these. So I have such, these guys have, I just admire what they do and who they are so much that coming from them, I thought, you know what, maybe I should pay attention to that. So we went into the studio, the three of us, and we recorded 6 songs, 4 of which I wrote 40 years ago. And tonight, as some of you already know, and many of you don't, is the official release night for our EP, CD. Here it is right here.
I want to see it. I haven't seen it.
Yeah. Probably doesn't look like much from there, but trust me, it's really cool artwork. Oh, you haven't seen it yet? Oh, yeah,
Not in the flesh.
Yeah, you're in the credits, man. So So one of the things that we talked about doing, even before we went into the studio, is that after these things get recorded, that's one thing. The other thing is that we have to celebrate it. We have to get out there and we have to perform it and let people hear these songs. So that's what we're doing here tonight. And we're going to do something special with these CDs, which I'm going to tell you about in just a little bit. But so we're going to play. It's a 6-song EP. We're going to play those 6 songs now. And
we're missing a band member.
Where's Glen? Where's Glen Warren? But would you please welcome to the keyboards, Mr. Glen Warren.
Oh!
Check 2.
The dude is always late. It's true.
Were you Facebooking?
Sorry. Were you Facebooking? Can we hear you play? Just hear the levels on it a little bit. So this first song, the first song that we're singing together, is called "Away on the River." I wrote it about 40 years ago, and it's just a little fable about rivers and running away on them. Thus the title, "Away on the River." Am I in the right Folks on the river, they got a tale to tell. They remember the days and they remember the stories well. When the waves that rolled on the river rolled higher than the tidal sea. Oh, you can call me crazy, I believed them when they told it to me. Running away and running away on the river. Oh, running away and running away on the river. The story goes, in the beginning was a river girl, and she stood on the banks like she stood on the edge of the world. And then the water rolled through like thunder, breaks open in a summer sky. And as she rode the waves through the air, the people cried. She's running away and running away on the river. Oh, running away and running away on the river. Oh, running away and running away on the river. Oh, running away and running away on the river. Oh. Some called it sin, others called it sacrifice. But since that day, you know the river runs smooth as ice. They don't get the towering waters they used to get in them there days. Now the people think they're happy, but me, I miss the way. Running away and running away on the river. Oh, we're running away, now we're running away and running away on the river. Oh, we're running away, now we're running away and running away on the river. Oh, we're running away, now we're running away and running away on the river. Sometimes I wonder where that girl could be. They say she took the water with her to the air above the trees. You know I don't believe in fables, but this one appeals to me. 'Cause I thought I heard her singing yesterday in the morning breeze. She went running away and running away on the river. Oh, we're running away, now we're running away and running away on the river. Oh, she's running away, now we're running away and running away on the river. Oh, we're running away, now we're running away and running away on the river. Oh. That's my daughter Angelica, who jumped to her feet to applaud her. She's been listening to that song literally her whole life. What? This moment? E flat. E flat. Okay. Yeah. So we played one of my songs together not too long ago, and real excited to. We were at an event, and they called me up on stage. We were going to play a song together, and I was really excited about it. And we started playing it, and about 2 measures into this thing, I realized that I had my capo on the wrong fret. So he was playing in one key. He was playing the keyboard. She was playing on one key, and I was playing on another. And God, it was awful. So now I'm hyper vigilant. What key are we playing? Am I on the right fret? Is this pretty good? Is that all right? So I want to tell you a story. So when I started writing these songs, as I said, I was convinced that I was going to be a songwriter. Then in 1981, 2 things happened. One is I graduated college, and the other is I got married. And I had immediate children. Yeah, you're welcome. And yeah, thank you for being here. I mean, for being here. But anyway, I came to a shocking, startling realization at that time. This idea of being a musician and feeding people seemed to be mutually exclusive ideas. So I had this wonderful guitar that I had bought back in 1976. It was my first good guitar, and I loved that guitar. And I wrote my first songs on that guitar, and I needed to sell that guitar now in order to because I needed the money. And I sold this guitar in 1981 to a woman named Leslie. Sold it for $280. And which was, not a bad price at the time. But I still remember watching Leslie walk down the hall from my apartment with that guitar, and it was like watching the death of a dream. And that sounds so tragic, but I found another passion. It's not that I stopped playing music, but I put it aside as a dream to pursue. And I actually put the guitar, I didn't play guitar for quite some time after that, but eventually I brought it back, and it's been a part of my life. But I've always regretted losing that guitar. And then one day, about 7 years ago, I think, one day out of the blue, I got an email from a woman named Leslie. And she said, I was looking on a seminar or something, a webinar or something like that, and I saw your name, so I went to your website to see what you're doing, and wow, it's really cool to see what you're up to, and I'm divorced, I'm living in Texas, my kids are grown, and I still have that Koren guitar you sold me all those years ago, and she said other things. But after I read that line, I don't remember. It was just like, wah, wah, wah. After that, I still have the guitar you sold me. That's all that I saw. The guitar was a Koren, Gurian. They don't make them anymore. And she said, I still have that Koren guitar. And I collected myself, and I emailed her back immediately. And I said, oh, so nice to hear from you. I live in San Diego. My kids are grown too. And by the way, if there's any chance at all that you'd be willing to sell that guitar back to me, I would love to have it back. And I hit send, and I stared at the screen. And I'm not exaggerating, within minutes, she wrote me back. And she said, I still remember the look on your face when I walked out of your apartment with that guitar, and I've never been able to play it without thinking about your pain. So I don't play it. She said, it sits in my closet. As I recall, she said, you sold me that guitar for $280, so I'll sell it back to you for $280. plus shipping. And I got it back. Is that not miraculous? So this is it right here. This is that guitar. So the other punchline to that story is when we went into the studio to record these songs that I had written on this guitar, we recorded them on this guitar. So there's just so many levels to this. But I want to play you another song that I wrote on this here guitar many years ago. It's called This Moment. I'll see you in the evening, sweet evening. If you're there, I'll carry you away, all the way up to the lighthouse, bright house. We'll sit and watch the tide roll in again. And I'll fly out over the ocean, blue ocean, cutting through the salt and wind and spray. I can feel it on my face, red face, the memories that never go away. And I wouldn't trade a minute for an ocean full of tears, showered by the memory of you. For all the sand in the hourglass, or all the lonely years. This moment is all I need, forever now the only seed. This moment's all I need to see me through. There's a lantern on the hillside, soft hillside. They light it when the high tide rolled ashore. And I've seen that light glowing, strange glowing, 'cause nobody lives round there anymore. And where were you that evening? Please tell me, was that lamp a dream? Was it real? And now you're rolling through my daydreams, sweet daydreams, like the ocean wind rolls down through the field. And I wouldn't trade a minute for an ocean full of tears, showered by the memory of you. For all the sand in the hourglass, or all the lonely years. This moment is all I need, forever now the only seed. This moment's all I need to see me through. This moment is all I need, forever now the only seed. This moment's all I need to see me through, to see me through. Thank you. Is that the wrong key? No. It's beautiful. I don't know if you heard what I just said, but I said, was I in the wrong key? I'm just paranoid about this now. What's next? Sailor? Sailor. Excellent.
Sailor.
We do this in E, do we?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I just want to say one other thing before we get into this song. You know, modesty is a wonderful thing. So I've been told. Does that sound right? Yeah. Okay. You, young lady, just stand up for a second. Would you please just do me a favor? Do this for me. It's my birthday. Stand up just for a second.
Oh, use the birthday card.
Okay. Turn around. Just turn around. Wave to everybody. Say hi. Say hi, Sandra. Okay, you can sit down now. All right, so the people that have been here for the last 2 days, we know Sandra, and there was an assumption made from the stage earlier that everybody here knows Sandra. And we say, oh, I'm a soprano when I sing. Yeah, okay, great. Sandra Joseph was the longest running Christine in Phantom of the Opera on Broadway. I just want to make that clear. Okay, thank you very much. All right, now. This song has been, I think it's fair to say, part of the soundtrack of my life. It's called Sailor in the Ocean, and it's really, the ocean as a metaphor comes up a lot in my songs. The wind and the ocean, for some reason, come up a lot. And I guess it's because, to me, the ocean is, it's that classic metaphor that represents infinity, unboundedness. And there's something about our ability to be able to surrender that can alleviate a lot of our challenges. And this was a realization that I had as a young man when I wrote this song, and that's what I tried to capture in these words. Sailor in the Ocean. Can you turn the tides to heaven? Can you turn the tides at all? With the seagulls rushing downward and the horizon rushing outward, can you turn the tides at all? The red flannel sky at morning warned the sailor on the docks. His red flannel shirt was open and his heart was nearly frozen, till he heard the old girl crashing on the rocks, and the wind came down like feathers, softly brushing through his hair. He felt the ocean churning and his head was slowly turning, for it seemed that she called to him through the air. Can you turn my tides to heaven? Can you turn my tides at all? And when the sea goes rushing downward and my horizon rushing outward, can you turn my tides at all? Now the sailor was a young man, eyes as clear as morning sky. The stars gave his direction and the wind gave its attention. They would tell him true, but never tell him why. So his years went by like sonnets, written to no one at all. Yeah, trials and tribulations, and in his hour of desperation, he turned to the ocean, gave her one last call. Can I turn your tides to heaven? Can I turn your tides at all? I seen your seagulls rushing downward and your horizon rushing outward. Can I turn your tides at all? And on that day she called out to him, a salty breath, sweet reply. Come to me on your knees, blow softly and you'll see. My waves will take you high above the sky, and now it turns the tides to heaven. Now it turns the tides to heaven. Now it turns the tides to heaven. But does it turn the tides at all? Thank you. Is it Loveland? Okay, so.
Watching the reactions from your children. Which ones are like, oh, this one again, or which one's like, oh,
You like this one?
we like this one. We
All right.
heard this one was
You see, I have a lot of kids here, right? It's like the first two rows. Actually, you know what? If you don't mind, if you'd indulge me more, would all of my kids and my steppies stand up for a moment, please? Just stand up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There she is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah, good. So the reason I wanted to do that, not just to show them off, but because we were trying to do the math on this. This is the first time in a very long time that all 6 of them have been under the same roof at the same time. So thank you guys all for being here. Again, not like you had a choice. Okay, so this song is called Loveland. And it is, I just want to make this clear. It is not autobiographical. It's important that you know that. Because certain members of my offspring think that this is autobiographical. And I'm just going to say that it's not. I'm going to say that consider it historical fiction. So it's based on a time. It's based on a time that I experienced, but not in the way exactly that I experienced it. And that time that I'm talking about is a time that I'm sure many people, many of you have experienced. It's that time when one marriage ends, and then there's this gap before another relationship begins. It's what happens to that guy not this guy, but that guy in a fictional sense during that time. So it's called Loveland. He got extra room inside his slacks, extra money from his tax, extra time on his hands, 'cause he been extradited from Loveland. They go strolling hand in hand. She the woman, he the man. Stick their toes into the sand. It was always sunny in Loveland. Sometimes they'd chase, sometimes they'd walk. She the lamb and he the fox. He kept her in a music box. In Loveland there's no need to talk. She believed in miracles, he believed in obstacles. In time they got confused. She cut her hair, he pierced his ear. She had no fear, and that scared him silly. Then he got courage, but she was gone. The guys won't wait around too long. Now he works his nights out in the gym. He takes a steam, he takes a swim. He sees the girls, but they don't see him. So he buys an ad SWM. Now he tucks his shirt into his briefs. He shines his shoes, he cleans his teeth. His tie is tied, his hair is neat. Interviewing his way down the street. She believed in miracles, he believed in obstacles. In time they got confused. She looked into her soul completely. He looked into his coffee grinds. She read the future, he read Newsweek. She told fortunes, he told lies. Now he got more friends than he could ever see. He He is privy to their deepest dreams. I love them and they love me, but they all live in the TV. And he got extra room inside his slacks, extra money from his past. He got extra time on his hands, cause he been extradited from Loveland. He got extra room inside his slacks, extra money from his tax. He got extra time on his hands, cause he been extradited from Loveland. He been extradited from Loveland. He been extradited from Loveland. And he been extradited from Loveland.
Sure that wasn't me.
I'm pretty sure that wasn't me. Pretty sure. I am. I have lots of friends. They live other places than the TV. So what key are we doing this one in?
F sharp minor.
F sharp minor. So I'm going to put this on what fret exactly? Fourth fret, perhaps?
Try fourth.
Let's try that.
That's it.
Cool. Oh, I feel so much better now. Right key. So this song is called Dream Song. And I consider it to be kind of a bookend to Sailor on the Ocean. It's one of the four. Loveland was written a little more recently, like 20 years ago. But but this one was written around the same time as Sailor on the Ocean. I still remember vividly writing this song, actually in my dorm room in college. And it I don't know if I ever shared this with you guys, but it came to me, it was like 15 minutes, and it was written. And it's just become a part of who I am. I've played it for a lot of people over the years. It's probably the most meditative song that I've written. The title of the CD is called "There's Not a Dream I Wouldn't Keep," which is a line from this song. And I just invite you to yourself be taken away by it. It's hard for me to say what this is about. It's really more just kind of came to me as a series of images, so I'll leave that to your interpretation. It's always good when the capo is all the way on the guitar. It's just a music lesson as we're doing this. I slept softly again, sweet innocent sleep. Oh no, that's too much. No, that's too much. Who's singing it? Is that me now or me in the past catching up with me? It's singing it to myself. That's too weird, man. I mean, I like where you're going with it, Michael. I like the direction, but trust evaporated in the delay. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, all right. Take two. I slept softly again, sweet innocent sleep, though I throw out some realities. There's not a dream I wouldn't keep. Lady, tread softly into my moonlit room, made no noises as she came, reminiscent of a tune, standing in a radiance that could put the moon to shame, with the patience of a lioness whispered clues about her name. I tried to say I know you, but the words just wouldn't come. So I laid there in my slumber, submitted to the godly one. I watched in silence as she stood. I thought all the world could see what music in my mind I heard as she spoke these words to me. I'm the wife of your forefathers, the queen to all your kings. I watched Moses on the mountain, I taught the sirens how to sing. I worked my hands in Egypt, wandered years upon the sand. I've seen the days of man and God. I walked into the promised land. She took me over the ocean and through the olive groves. She said, if you think that I've died, there's so much that you don't know. Followed all your people, they're still alive in you, on the banks of the Galilee, and in everything you do. And as you lay here dreaming, they're living on the land, the wisdom and the glory are waiting for your hand. You're the window of my soul, I cried, bursting from my muted state. You are nothing more than I, but you've opened up the gate. I slept softly again, sweet innocent sleep, though I'd throw out some realities, there's not a dream I wouldn't keep. Plays ball. All right, one more song, and before we play this and then open up the jam session and keep drinking and all that stuff, I want to tell you what we're going to do with this CD. So it's a little bit of a background. Bobby, wave your hand. So this is Bobby DePorter.
Hey, Bobby.
Bobby DePorter and Stedman Graham. You all know Stedman's name. Yeah, okay. So Bobby and Stedman, passionate about kids. Bobby has a whole business. Bobby and Joe have a whole business around this. Super Camp, and some of you may have been to that, or your kids have gone to that. So years ago, they started just a community effort called the Community Alliance for Youth Success, otherwise known as CAYS. And Bobby invited me to come to a meeting had to be about 4 years ago now, or 4 years plus. So Bobby and Stedman and a few other people in the community that are really passionate about kids, as I am. And I never looked back. So I've been working with CAYS for all this time. We've had it's been quite a ride, and it's evolved into an event that we call Youth Success Week. And the idea here is to turn this into a national model. That's been the plan from the beginning, but we figure, you know, we're here in San Diego. Let's focus here, and let's see what we can make work here so that we can replicate it elsewhere. So, I mean, Stedman's really amazing. I mean, this dude will come to town just for this meeting, which happens about once a month, give or take. So we have never, it's set up as we have a nonprofit structure for it. It's set up as a nonprofit. We never really went out to raise money for it, but we really could use some funding to help us put on Youth Success Week, which we do in Oceanside Unified School District here and Vista School District. It's coming up next one's coming up in April. We've done it for a couple of years now. We've had lots of special programs for the kids during that week about leadership and helping them to find their purpose. And we understand that success is not something that we should lay solely at the feet of teachers, although they play obviously a big role in that, but it's a community's job for all of us to make our youth successful. So tonight, what we'd like to do is we're gonna be selling these CDs for $15. 15 smackers right there. and yeah, ooh, it's cool. There's a picture of the old me and the new me. It's very cool. And then actually, yeah, if you turn it. Oh, there's the disc. Yeah, check it out. That's cool. So you'll see there's a guitar. Kind of the artwork is kind of embossed guitar. That's this guitar right here. So the significance of recording this song, these songs on this guitar, etc. Anyway, so $15 for the CD that Carol Merrill is now showing here. And that, boy, I dated myself on that one, didn't I? And we're going to take $5 of that to cover the cost of the CD, and $10 is going to go to K's. So we have 200 CDs here tonight, and I hope that you'll buy all of them. One person can buy all of them, that's cool, but it'd be a lot easier if you kind of spread it out. And listen, I'll tell you what, if you want to spend more than $15, if you want to pay, say, $100 for a CD, then $5 of it will go to cover the cost of the CD, and $95 will go to K's. Right? Seems fair, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay. So with that, one last song. We'll have these CDs available here somewhere. Right? Okay. I think that's fair to say. Okay, so one last song before we start a jam session. This song is called Blaze of Glory, Ball of Fire, and it is it's kind of a tribute to resilience. It's a tribute to the ability for us human beings to interpret challenges in ways that allow us to rise above them. And it's based on an old Italian proverb that goes something like this. It's inspired by this proverb. The proverb goes something like, the house is on fire, so let us warm ourselves. So what do we do with the challenges that are dealt with us? Blaze of Glory, Ball of Fire, and in the studio, just to shorten it, these guys came up with another title for it, which kind of became our own personal title for it, which I will share with you now. We call it simply Blaze Balls. I like Blaze of Glory, Ball of Fire better.
I don't. I like Blaze Balls.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Blaze Balls.
Blaze Balls. Where the house is burning, let's warm ourselves. And the rivers are rising, let's fill our pails. The storm is blowing, let's raise our sails. That's the way it is. Never fails, it's always a dramatic story. And it's always down to the wire. May you go down in a blaze of glory. Come back in a ball of fire. Where the earth is shaking, let's learn to dance. Our hearts are breaking, let's find romance. The battle's raging, let's hold our stance. That's the way it is. It's not by chance. It's always a dramatic story. And it's always down to the wire. May you go down in a blaze of glory. Come back in a ball Where the tree is falling, let's hear the sound. Ashes, ashes, we all fall down. The phoenix rising, blowing all around. That's the way it is, lost and found. It's always a dramatic story, and it's always down to the wire. May you go down in a blaze of glory, come back in a ball of fire. Don't fade on me. Take a pen, take a napkin, write your next chapter. Fill it with characters, fill them with love. Give them some anguish to rise up above. And at the end of the story, at the close of the scene, when the obvious things are not what they seem, when the villain is vanquished and the hero redeemed, and the bounty is granted for all your good deeds, and you climb on the back of your whitey white steed and head for the sunset like the end of a poem. And right away, right away, right away home. Where the house is burning, let's warm ourselves, and the earth is shaking, let's learn to dance, and the trees falling, let's hear the sound. That's the way it is, we all fall down, and it's always a dramatic story, and it's always down to the wire. May you go down in a blaze of glory, come back in a ball of fire. May you go down in a blaze of glory, come back in a ball of fire. Woo! Thank you.
Steve Farber.